everyone, and welcome. We are here today for the Adosia Decentralized Marketplace. This is the Fund 8 Closeout video. Welcome, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right. Good to see everybody today. We got a packed house. A good number of the Adosia ambassador community are here with us today to witness the closeout of Fund 8. And so we're going to get started. We're actually going to go through and show a end-to-end process today. So we're going to start out with a designer putting a design on the system, a customer shopping for that design, and then asking for prints, and then we're going to have a couple of our team members here act as printer operators and bid on the print job, so you can see the end-to-end process that we would go through. So let's get started. Hey, Lath, would you please go ahead and bring up a screen share and show us Marketplace?
I'll just take you through what you can do on the home page, and I'll be acting as a designer who's uploading a design, and then I'll go through the process. So on the home page, we have this notion of like highlighting designs. This is not in any particular order, and anything you guys uploaded, because every design involves a thumbnail picture, we're able to show this previews very nicely, and it's on rotation. I think it's every 10 minutes it'll be something new. In the system, you can go in and like designs, so therefore when you like them, and the top 10 designs are shown, and it shows you who was the designer of that, and a preview of the design and the price they're selling it for, whether it's free or and then the number of likes. You can like whenever you see the heart shape from anywhere, but it requires you to log in. So I'll show you that login in a second. Secondly, below the designs, we do have categories where design can live in. So if you're only interested in gadgets, and you can go into gadgets quickly. The first thing anybody will be doing is logging into the system. There is no registration step. It will be connecting wallet. And when you connect wallet, you'll see that we support a wide variety of wallets, and it will let you connect with wallets. Is detecting on the system. Looks like I've got every wallet that's supported except for Jero for some reason. But yeah, if you're incognito and let's say only Eternal is enabled, then you'll only see Eternal. And below you'll see that all the list of supported wallets, and you can click on it and it will take you to the official page. So we've worked out which is the official link. You don't need to go hunt it down, so you'll be installing the right ones. And the way the authentication system works is we'll be using your wallet's private key, public key authentication mechanism. So it's very secure. It's similar to what we call FIDO2 level of authentication. So I'm just going to log in with, for the purpose of this test, I'll be acting as a designer. So I'll use my Nami wallet. And obviously, you just agree to the terms. It will show you an authentication attempt. And if I remember my password, so I'm signing with my stake key. Sorry, I'm going to start selling. And this time I'll put it in models just to be differentiating it. And I'll call this, give me a fun name so we can all find it in the system. What do you guys want to call this? What a great one.
Frog legs.
Frog legs. There you go. Frog legs. 3000.
Kyle's not so sure about that one.
Frog leg 9000. Okay.
Perfect.
So, just follow the notes mentioned. As long as you're reading the information shown to you, you won't get lost. So the first thing it needs is an image, like you saw on the homepage. It's what people are going to see first, and it can be for best experience. I think what you should do is upload something like a JPEG image, like a square image, then it will render nicely. So I prepared some dummy data for this already, so I'll be using that. It's that same rocket you saw sort of on the home page. And the second thing is that we need the version 0 of the IPFS CID.
Right. And there's some documentations being built around that process. So people that are going to be participating in the incentivized testnet, they will actually be able to, they'll understand how to do this. So it's not something that we're expecting people to know when they come to the site.
Yeah. So the next thing we want to keep this consistent for every designs that are being uploaded. It's going to have a preview image that people can see quickly, and a 3D model that renders in the browser that you can see what it would look like once it's printed, because a picture can't tell a story of what the whole thing would look like. So what we worked out is, thanks to Caleb who confirmed this for me, there's an online tool called STL to GLB. So your design, your final design may be composed of, let's say, multiple parts which are individual STL files, but you could compose them all together into one single big STL file, run it through this converter, and it will generate you a 3D model. So you don't need to go figure out how to do this manually in Blender or some other tool. A list of files that is composed of this design. Like I was saying, a rocket may be made of the body, the legs, the fins, and let's say that's 3 different parts. So you would individually upload those STL files, and you got to tell to the printer operator who's printing it, well, how many they should be printing this when, and the format is very simple. It's literally the IPFS hash, comma, and a number, what should be printed. So I'll say you need 3 of these to make the frog legs, and then I'll use the same thing again, doesn't matter. 7 of these, comma, and you can put the comma anywhere, it doesn't matter. And 1 of these. The last thing you'll be saying is whether you're releasing this design as a public domain so that anybody can purchase the rights to print this for free, or do you want some kickback every time a user is printing this or getting a rights to print this? And I'd say, I want to be paid. And then it will ask you, well, how much? And later in the system, you can go change this, so it's not fixed forever. Let's say I want to be paid 69 ADA. Right, we hit up. Right, so we're gonna click upload new design, and you're not going to be able to see it on the screen, but my NAMI wallet said, okay, we built the transaction, we're about to submit to the chain to design this, and I'm going to sign it. And I'll put my password in, spending password for my wallet. And you can see that the job is now queued. So it will take you to my account. I've been testing with the same image. That's why you see the previous ones similarly. But the one we're working with is called Frog Leg. And you can see that is a pending mint. And this, sorry, go ahead.
Are we going to go ahead, Chris? I think it's your turn, right? You're going to go in and act as the purchaser, right?
All right.
All right. And so Lathis will have you stop sharing, and it's going to be Chris's turn.
Chris, could you click on the right arrow? So what's happening now is that we're fetching the GLB model from IPFS, and in your browser, it's going to render a preview. Now, if you like my design, Chris, go ahead and give me a heart. And it's that simple. So it's recorded that Chris likes my design. If enough people do it, this design will bubble up to the top 10.
Lathison's going to always be getting people to like his designs. So he's always in the top 10.
Yeah. Under duress.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and click buy. Are you on Preview Network?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if anybody can see this, but the prompts come up from NAMI now for me to sign the transaction.
Before you, that's all right. I was going to say, so the price you sold was 69 ADA, almost the charge for it. There you go. Okay. If you click the maybe it doesn't show you well, but the wallets will. Essentially, what's happening when you are buying as a customer, behind the scene, it's executing 2 smart contracts, and you're paying for the network fee. That's why all the fees, now it's not 69 ADA or T ADA, it's actually 69 plus all of the smart contract execution and the network fee. Mm-hmm. Yeah, please go ahead, and we'll be waiting 2 minutes for that to go through.
All right. But
so what a customer will see is that immediately when they, I want to talk about one other thing that's not available during the MVP. When as a customer buy it, your rights to print it is minted as another NFT, which so designer will be _26 and yours is _1. So _1 is your rights to print this. For the time being, we'll go through the success route. If you see that there's 0 offers, now it's over to Caleb, and we'll circle back to the screen. So keep the screen open. If you stop sharing, Caleb's going to act like a print operator who does printing.
That's kind of funny because Caleb's a printer operator that does printing.
No way.
All right. So this is the screen of a printer operator. It's not, you go to start printing on the top of the navigation. If he now refreshes this page, there you go. Frog Leg just came in. There's some offers. It works similar to the marketplace. You can narrow it down by category, or yeah. And you can see it's very similar to the customer who's buying a design, except here now a printer operator may make offer. If you can go ahead and click that heart button and give it a like.
I'll give you that. I'll give you a
this
heart.
this is kind of a cool and important point, right? Like each printer operator may have different expenses, different costs. They're going to figure out. They have to figure out what it takes to print it material-wise. They have to how much time it's going to take them to finish it, and they also have to determine, what they would want to get it shipped, boxed, packaged, shipped to the end user. So this is important that each printer operator has the ability to just give their own price quote on this print. So Caleb, how much do you think it's going to take to print this rocket for the customer?
Well, I really want to say that I printed a rocket for the Thiessen, so I'm going to lowball this and say I can do it for 10 ADA.
Okay. Now,
And then I can do it in a week.
Okay.
So when a printer operator makes an offer, they kind of need to deposit like roughly 2 ADA, because this is a commitment from the printer operator. We don't want people spamming. So what's probably happening behind the scene is that Caleb is signing his transaction. That spec puts in 2 ADA plus some Lovelaces for the smart contract executions. From a printer operator's point of view, you can see all the listings, the print offers that you are making across the board. You can see that each one is connected to a particular design. What may be difficult for Caleb to determine right now is who's the customer is asking this to be printed. So we'll probably add that in later date, but he can always see the design. And _0, that's Chris. And if I bought it, it'll be _1.
So those are Fund 9 issues, because it's, interestingly enough, this was the Fund 8 MVP. So up to this point, the assumption is that the operator doesn't have to know who it's being printed to, but in the Fund 9 we actually have all of the shipping portions built in there. So those issues will be brought up as we close out Fund 9. Because
we've done it as a fully decentralized thing, and there's a global state being maintained in the smart contract. Multiple people couldn't action the same thing at the same time, which can be annoying. But I think multiple people can make a print offer against it. This is not affecting the global state, so I should be able to make an offer as well. Matthias, do you want to give it a go? Yeah, if you go to start printing, find that Frog Lake 9000 and make your offer.
Hold on, just let me get the testnet right.
All right, my transaction has been submitted, so the website should register my offer pretty soon here.
Give me a second. I'll check on my database. Yep, that's going through. So if you refresh the page, now you can see from a printer operator, you may choose to remove this offer, because if you don't remove it, what happened? Think about it. You put 2 ADA in there. Like if you want that 2 ADA back, you want to remove it. I want to show the user interface what it looks like to the customer's perspective. So if we can stop screen share and switch to Chris, while Matthias is also preparing an offer. Okay, so Chris, you can see that there's one offer. Obviously, you need to be able to accept it and and see what the deal of that is. What you want to do is click on it, and it will take you to the drill down view. But yeah, Caleb 3 minutes ago made an offer of 10 ADA. Now I don't want you to accept this yet. We'll wait for Matthias to also put in a transaction. Yeah.
So just make an offer on it, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like somebody else triggered an offer. I don't know who.
I did.
Peter. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 offers. Yes.
Hey, new offer.
New offer.
Yeah, that's mine.
Nice.
He undercut you so well.
one more ADA for a one day faster.
Okay, so I guess that's the offer you're gonna accept. And when you accept it,
look at there.
So what's gonna happen is Chris has to say, well, I'm accepting that offer. Where would I like to have that delivered? And then contact details in case the printer operator needs to contact you and say, you're not home, where should I leave it? That kind of idea. When you accept that, again, this is another transaction that's executing on the smart contract, so you do need to sign it. As you can see, when you accept that offer, you have to take your money and then put it into the transaction, because but that money is not released to whoever made that print offer, which is Matthias, until you actually confirm that you received the delivery.
Then do we want to go over to Matthias and let him share his screen?
Can you see it?
Yep. If you can go to print offers,
okay,
you can see that out of the 2, that offer you made earlier, most likely the transaction failed. So what's going to happen is that will disappear by itself after 30 minutes. But the second offer you did make it through. The transaction got picked up. Now you can see the customer has accepted your offer. That's why now you're seeing their delivery details and all that kind of information.
Is it still possible for other people to make offers on it, or is that closed now?
No, if you go to start printing now, that won't be there anymore. So if you open another tab and click start printing, see, it's no longer there. But if you go back to your screen,
It's my account.
Oh, my account, yeah, sure.
and go to print offers. As a printer operator, you can still click on that design, the purchase order. And if you click in there on the left, so the name, sorry, I'm trying to tell you direction based on what I'm looking at rather than describing it. So if you go to print offers and you see the name Frog Leg 9000.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Yeah, if you click it, you as a printer operator, you can see that, look, it's now in printing in process. Actually, your offer is accepted. You can see that there's been 3 offers and it's not accepting any new offers. So people can't accidentally make offers. Now, if you go back to my account again and print offers, you can see that your offer is accepted. This is great. Okay, so what's going to happen now is now you can say that the customer has deposited the amount you've asked, which is 11 ADA, and they accepted your offer, and therefore you can go safely and start printing this, and then there's the delivery details and contact details to get this shipped. We'll pretend that you've done it, so go ahead and say you're shipping it. And it's a straightforward transaction. You just confirm that.
So now it's already been printed in theory then.
Yeah, this is basically you printed it, quality checked it, and then maybe sent an email picture to them or whatever. And yeah. What you as a customer, Chris, is seeing is that the offer you accepted, the printer operator done their job and they shipped it. So it's on its way. The transaction from the printer operator, Matthews, who said it's delivered it, is made it up on his chain. Obviously, at this point, Chris is waiting for the FedEx or UPS to come deliver it. And once he sees it, at this moment, nobody's paid yet. The printer operator is not paid yet. The 11 ADA offer you put in is still being held by the contract, waiting for you to confirm. So if you click confirm delivery now, because you looked at it, you received it, everything's good. You can see the note saying, you know, the printer operator is about to be paid, and you're going to get in your wallet your purchase order back, and we'll check that in a second. So your purchase order is _0. Go ahead and sign this, and this is the last transaction. The reason why you're getting a positive balance, because you're getting the min UTXO from the print offer making itself into your wallet. That's why.
So how many transactions in this workflow from upload design to
Depends.
complete?
So when you upload a design, that's one. When a customer buys it, that's another one. When a printer operator makes an offer, that's another one. When you accept the offer, that's another one. Then this printer operator set it as shipped, that's another one. And the customer confirms it, that's the last one. This is assuming a single party interaction and single action.
Right. So 6 plus however many offers.
Yeah.
At least 6 plus however many offers from different printer operators.
I have a job complete status on my end. Matthias, if you want to share.
Yeah.
I have job completed here.
Now, if you open your wallet, so NAMI, and then click on the little game controller icon, that's your assets. And you should see, voila, that's you. Basically, that is your purchase order back in your wallet again. So in the future implementation, you'll be able to add this back into the printing pool and say, I'm accepting offers again. That's your workflow done. Let's switch to Matthias. All right, if you go to open your wallet.
Oh, yeah, I received it.
So we can't see it because you're sharing probably a window, but it should say that you received 11 ADA.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Right? And in your printer offers, you can see that there's that job completed. Well done.
All right.
Full end-to-end cycle.
So there we go, full end-to-end cycle of the Adosia Marketplace for the Fund 8 closeout. I appreciate everybody's time today. It was great to see the product in action. And while we still got a ways to go, it is great to see that the team's able to do some some work in the product, and we now are going to be moving on to an incentivized testnet phase where we're going to iron out some of these bugs and some of these features that need to improve their workflow, and get ready to complete the fun 9 additional 5 features as well. So it's exciting times at Adosia, and it's good to see everybody today. So thank you again, and you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.